What's up guys, in today's video we will be going over the best LMG class setups for each weapon in the game. But before we get started, I just want to give a special shout out to Mickey2Mouse and Purely Band. Go subscribe to their YouTube channels as well, the links will be down in the description. Now let's get right into the video. First up we have the PKM, also known as the PKP. This is the LMG class setup I use in Warzone as well. First up, for the suppressor we have the monolithic suppressor that gives us sound suppression and damage range. Next up, for the barrel we got the 25.9 heavy barrel for damage range and bullet velocity. For the optic we got the VLK 3x optic for more zoom level. For the stock we have the Forge Tech Stalker that gives us aiming stability. And last, for the under barrel we have the Snatch Grip that gives us ADS speed and recoil control. Next up, the SA87. For the barrel we have the SA87 25.4 factory barrel that gives us damage range, bullet velocity and more recoil control. Next up, for the optic we have the GI Mini Reflex for precision sight picture. Next, for the stock we have the Forge Tech CQB comb that gives us ADS speed. Next up, for the rear grip we have the stippled grip tape for ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. Last, we have the Merc 4 grip for recoil control and hip fire accuracy. Next up we have the M91. For the barrel we have the M91 heavy for damage range, bullet velocity and more recoil control. Next up, the Scout Combat Optic, also known as the ACOG in the previous Call of Duties. This gives us a zoom level of 3.25. Next up, for the stock we have the Forge Tech Ultralight for aim walking movement speed. Next up, for the rear grip we have the stippled grip tape for ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. For the last attachment, the Merc 4 grip for recoil control and hip fire accuracy. Next up we have the MG34. This gun actually looks like a flamethrower. Okay, for the barrel we have the FSS Brute for damage range, bullet velocity. Next up, for the laser we have the 5mW laser that gives us hip fire accuracy and sprint to fire speed. The thing about this laser is whenever you run or aim downside, the laser disappears. Next up, for the stock we have the no stock for movement speed and ADS speed. Next up, we got the perk sleight of hand for reload quickness, because in this LMG you only get 50 round mags. Next up, for the rear grip we have the stippled grip tape that gives us ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. For the last LMG we got the Holger 26. For the muzzle we'll be running the muzzle brake for recoil stabilization, or you can choose the compensator for recoil control, whichever fits for you, but I prefer the compensator. Next up we have the XRK Ultralight for the barrel that gives us ADS speed. For the stock we have the FSS Infantry for aim walking movement speed. Next up, the 30 round mags for ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed and reload quickness. This basically turns the gun into a AR. For the last attachment, a operator foregrip for the recoil control. Thanks so much for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If this video gets enough likes, then the next video I'll go over the best LMG class setups for the Bruin LMG. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.